At the end of September, the Trump administration ended the $7,500 tax credit for buying electric vehicles. Tesla got a sales bump, with people rushing to get their purchases in before the credit was eliminated. But in October, U.S. EV sales fell nearly 50% compared to a year earlier.
Consumers started realizing, well, if it's not being incentivized, I don't want it. We've seen sales drop off. Ford has dropped their Lightning truck, which is their electric F-150. Volvo and many other brands have changed their transitioning. Jaguar has let go their lead designer, which is planning on making the whole brand all electric. So we'll see what happens from that perspective.
In a further blow to the EV industry, the Trump administration put forth a proposal that lowers the average fuel economy standard automakers need to meet by 2031 by nearly 16 miles per gallon or 6.8 kilometers per liter. The big three automakers praised Trump's move that could loosen regulatory pressure on gasoline-powered car emissions.
We believe that people should be able to make a choice, as you said, Mr. President, and we will invest more in affordable vehicles.
Brian Moody, executive editor for Auto Trader and Kelley Blue Book, believes hybrid vehicles will get a boost.
The less gasoline a car burns, the less it pollutes. And so when you start looking at vehicles like hybrids that get 40, 50, 60 miles to the gallon, or a plug-in that can get 75 to 80 miles per gallon, that has to be part of the solution too, because it uses existing infrastructure and it's what consumers want or what they feel comfortable with.
Moody agrees the Trump administration's policies have hurt EV sales, but that it may also force EV makers to improve their products.
They'll just have to be better. They'll have to be as good as a gasoline-powered car, or as good as a hybrid, or as good as or better than a diesel, and they can't cost more. So now consumers will be looking at the total landscape, and when a car has the right combination of value, price, durability, and resale value.
The state of California has one of America's most ambitious green goals: make 100% of new cars sold in the state zero-emission vehicles by 2035. But in June, the Trump administration decided to revoke California's special permission to set its own higher vehicle pollution standards, something that a dozen states had already decided to follow.
But that won't last because Gavin Newsom won't be in office, and the next governor will most likely drop that mandate. But when you're living in Kentucky or Ohio or Montana, the electric vehicle mandate made absolutely no sense. There's no charging infrastructure, super cold temperatures on the upper half of the country. We're not holding a charge.
Both Fix and Moody point out that without major infrastructure investments, the U.S. power grid simply cannot handle a rapid growth of electric vehicles compared to places like China and Europe. They say that's partly why in America, for the foreseeable future, there will continue to be plenty of room for gas-powered cars, with an ongoing trade-off between emissions and affordability. Mark New, CGTN, San Francisco.